toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. They'll try to impose their will. Solid run.
That's not bad.
Gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squared.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Nice.
Pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Rhodes. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They'll get the first
I don't know how you got first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on. They can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Offense scoops it up and still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40.
Nice.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. He's in open space downfield. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They put the first points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
It's a low scoring, man.
57 yards for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Now the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He'll take it himself.
I don't know why you were running.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to run it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
To the air on first down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
That's why I did.
The defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space at the 25. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Are they getting nervous?
Coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Kentucky. Fitted in the window for the score. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You can tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rhodes. The offense.
Why take another timeout?
Any more left this half?
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle. It's Garrison. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garrison. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football team out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Tight end now in motion. They're going to run it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Keene. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll do it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the
Are you kidding me?
Knocked down back at the 13.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. He's really close to the first down marker, but they stop.
And they're going for it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Rebels are rolling
slaying
down
the 30.
Rides the back and leaves it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense, quick tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Working that left side now. Shoves out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Keene. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
We had scored since the 2nd quarter.
Week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM.
The running back has it.
Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll throw on third down. Finds the tight end. Love to see these
Nice.
third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
No.
Defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus
Bah.
on critical down and distances in this game. Like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds his tight end. He's not
No.
going to get there, and they'll give up the football. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and
Wow.
awareness from the coach to challenge that call?
Are you
and the
kidding
officials
me?
agree
That's
it'll
no-
go his way. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those.
Touchdown, Kentucky!
Oh.
A great catch and run for 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in that direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Slithers into space. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete on the right side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He'll set up to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st down from their own 22. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing